According to spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks, December 11, December 22, on Days of Our Lives, viewers may expect some intense scenes and unexpected confrontations. Sloane Peterson Brady will fabricate a tale for Eric Brady and successfully disambiguate the voicemail left by the adoption attorney throughout the week of December 11 to 15. They clearly brought a baby home, so Eric was perplexed by the attorney acting as though the adoption had failed, but Sloane will make things right. Leo Stark will almost reveal the truth about the stolen baby to Nicole Walker DeMira while he is in the DeMira home. But he will ultimately go without disclosing the truth. Rather, Leo is going to head over to Sloane's apartment and let her know that he knows the huge secret. Sloane will have additional cause for fear because Leo is going to make some requests via blackmail. Regarding Dmitri von Luschner, he will encounter the fury of Lucas Horton at Statesville, but he will not display any signs of fear. Following Lucas's rebuke of Dmitri for Kate Roberts Brady's last kidnapping, Dmitri will retaliate with some serious threats of his own. She will run into Eric over at Jada Hunter and give him congrats on the adoption. Since it's the anniversary of Marcus Hunter's passing, Jada will also be thinking back on her father's death. Fortunately, Jada will have Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, to confide in when he offers encouragement and they reminisce. Duo teasers claim that even though Harris Michaels will be itching to spend more time with Ava Vitali, she will pressure him to return home. Though Ava may appear preoccupied with getting ready for the bistro's reopening, Harris may be perplexed by her demeanor and wonder what really is going on between them. Regarding Stefan DeMera, he will speak with Ava to gather updates and let her know that Clyde Weston is taking the drug trade at the restaurant to a new level. Theresa Donovan is going to have a tight call when she learns she'd better get rid of that sweatshirt that might link her to Victoria Cook's kidnapping. Theresa will have to conceal her activities since Brady Black will arrive just as she is attempting to get rid of it. Brady and Theresa will argue over Tate Black and whether or not he should return to boarding school, so luckily Theresa will be able to change Brady's perspective. Chad DeMero will hold out an olive branch to Everett Lynch at The Spectator. Maybe Chad would own his deceit and acknowledge that firing Everett wasn't the right decision. Chad might be honest enough to acknowledge that he intends to continue fighting for Stephanie Johnson in spite of his error, just as Everett was willing to be open about his goal to win her back. Perhaps after giving it some thought, Chad and Everett will decide to just let the best man win. Stephanie will ask Jada questions about her ex-husband at the bar while they are having drinks, almost causing Jada to flash a picture of Everett. As it happens, Harris will arrive at that very moment. Thus, it looks like the previous Flame revelation will have to wait until a later time. According to previews for other days, John Black will surprise Marlena Evans at her office and display his amorous side. Marlena will appreciate that because she'll be feeling a little overworked. As part of their custody arrangement, Xander Cook will also give Victoria to Sarah Horton, which should result in some tender and hot chemistry. Sarah and Xander will find it more difficult to act like amicable co-parents. A romantic reunion may occur sooner rather than later because Sarah has stated that she is amenable to the thought of being more than that. Next, as Paulina Price assists Chanel Dupree in preparing for her prospective anniversary date with Johnny DeMera, she won't be acting quite right. Paulina, who will pretend to be all right when she's actually not, will worry Chanel. Paulina will finally break the terrible news, and it could mean that Lonnie Grant won't be getting the early release everyone was hoping for. Regardless, based on some other future teasers, it appears Paulina may be having health issues. Chanel might think Paulina is simply depressed when, in reality, she's experiencing uncomfortable symptoms. Regarding Holly Jonas, she will enlist Tate's assistance to disrupt Chanel and Johnny's date, but he won't be amused by it. Speaking of dating, Nicole will get a little calm when she goes out to supper with E.J. DeMera, but the evening will end bitterly. When the bereaved couple returns home, there will be a delivery involving what they think are the baby's ashes. Nicole will come discover Jude Brady's abandoned stroller when she goes for a stroll to get her thoughts straight. Leo's call will cause Sloane to temporarily turn around, so it appears Nicole will seize the child and flee. Does the fact that Stephanie and Harris will end up in bed together somewhere indicate that they will truly get together, or is there another reason? Given how strange this coupling is, we'll see how things work out for Harris and Stephanie. However, occasionally spoilers for days can be deceptive. It appears that Nicole's kidnapping drama will come to an abrupt end over the week of December 18 to 22. Though Nicole may soon see sense and return Jude, this could exacerbate her conflict with Sloane. As Christmas approaches, one Salemite will have to prepare for a difficult diagnosis. Who will experience a challenging health crisis? Paulina? Returning to Holly, it appears that she would spend the holidays alone herself, which might push her to turn to drugs as a coping mechanism. Later on, Holly will have a plot involving an overdose that will devastate everything even more. We'll see if Everett, Chad, and Stephanie have to squeeze into the Horton house once more, as it seems they might find themselves in another unpleasant holiday scenario. Eventually, another Donovan family member will learn of a secret, which means Andrew Donovan might learn of Theresa's involvement in Victoria's kidnapping and pursue further information. Keep an eye on Days of Our Lives because spoilers indicate that Theresa will have some explaining to do when Christmas gets closer. Days of Our Lives spoilers say that while incarcerated, Lucas Horton will meet someone he despises. Dimitri von Leishner will have to spend a significant amount of time at Statesville now that he has turned himself in. Naturally, Lucas Horton is currently incarcerated there, so it won't be long before he sees Dimitri there. Lucas will at least receive some retribution when he goes on a rant since he despises Dimitri for kidnapping Kate Roberts Brady. According to Days teasers, Lucas will let Dimitri have it when he needs to let off steam and vent over what Kate went through the week of December 11 to 15. Lucas, though, is acting a little hypocritically given that he abducted Sammy Brady and made her live through a nightmare of her own. Dimitri may spit that in Lucas's face and complain about the new bug he's come across. Dimitri might try to amuse himself now that he's confined there by pushing Lucas' buttons even more, because it's evident he won't be afraid of him. According to Days spoilers, Lucas might threaten a few times, but Dimitri won't take him seriously and might instead spend all of his time lusting for Leo Stark. Lucas must use caution when exacting his retribution to avoid possibly having his prison term increased. Fortunately, Lucas ought to be able to restrain himself and steer clear of yet another legal mishap. Indeed, according to Days teasers, Lucas will soon be assisting the police because Harris Michaels will require his assistance in obtaining inside information. Lucas will go on an exciting journey that will finally take him outside of those prison walls as a result. Lucas will let his rage run wild and let Kate's kidnapper know exactly how he feels about him because he has to deal with this intense Dimitri encounter for the time being. In the upcoming months, Duo fans can anticipate some fascinating content from Lucas. Stay tuned for updates on all the amazing news that will be revealed first. According to previews for Days of Our Lives, Brian Dattilo will have some amazing moments to shine. Thanks for watching if you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.